Assam, a land of red rivers and blue hills. Assam is the gateway to the northeastern states and has been aptly described as the sentinel of northeast India. 8 Indian states and 2 countries, Bhutan and Bangladesh, surround Assam, which is also close to India's international borders with China and Myanmar. Assam is surrounded by hills, major rivers such as Brahmaputra and Barak and its tributaries, thick forest, tea gardens, which enhances the scenic beauty of Assam. Brahmaputra River of Assam is the only male river in the country. The state is dotted with monuments of 600 years old Ahom dynasty, the longest ruling single dynasty in Indian history. It was one among the very few dynasties that could not be conquered by the Mughals. Assam is the home to various ethnic tribes and groups, each having its own cultural heritage and unique features in its socio-cultural life, including customs, religious belief, language, culture, way of life, food, songs, festivals, including Bihu, Vaisakhu, Rangkher, and Somankan Festival, Vaishu, Vaikho, Aliyai Lingan, Madam Efe, Ambubachi Mela, and many more. Assam is the home to 5 national parks and 18 wildlife sanctuaries, the highest concentration in India, are host to 25% of India's touristic wealth and enormous faunal diversity. The famous Kaziranga National Park is located in Golaghat district of Assam, which is the largest population of world's one-horned rhino species, wild Asiatic water buffalo and eastern swamp deer, wild elephants, as well as migratory birds can also be seen here. The national park has also the highest density of tigers, especially Manas National Park, also a World Heritage Site, is a constituent unit of Eastern Himalayan Biodiversity Region, one of the 2 biodiversity hotspots in the country. The mystery of the birds' suicide at Jatinga Dimahasao district is a subject of interest of all nature lovers and researchers. The state is endowed with more than 600 tea gardens, which gives soothing view to the eyes as one travels down to Upper Assam. Around 20 tea gardens in Assam have been developed and maintained golf courses within the garden area, and a few have polo fields. The Jorhat Gymkhana Club is the oldest golf course in Asia and the 3rd oldest in the world. The mighty river Brahmaputra decors the geography of the state, and one can take a cruise along this river with first-class facilities, experiencing wildlife, tradition, adventure, tourism on its way. MV Mahabahu, a cruise amongst the top 10 river cruise of the world, is a great pride of Assam. Assam is blessed with the world's largest river island called Majuli, which has several satras, Vaishnavite monasteries, as well as the world's smallest river island in the world, namely Umananda Temple. Umananda Temple was built in 17th century, dedicated to Lord Shiva. Assamese cuisine is one of the Indian state of Assam. It is a style of cooking that is a confluence of cooking habits of the hills that favor fermentation and drying as forms of preservation, and those from the plains that provide extremely wide variety of fresh vegetables and greens and an abundance of fish and meat. Both are centered on the main ingredient, that is rice. It is a mixture of different endogenous styles with considerable regional variations and some external influences. The traditional way of cooking and the cuisine of Assam is very similar to Southeast Asian countries such as Thailand, Myanmar, and others. The cuisine is characterized by a very little use of spices, little cooking over fire, and strong flavors due mainly to the use of endemic exotic fruits and vegetables that are either fresh, dried, or fermented. The practice of bhuna, the gentle frying of spices before the addition of the main ingredients, so common in Indian cooking. The preferred oil for cooking is the pungent mustard oil. A traditional meal in Assam begins with a khar, a class of dish named after the main ingredient. Another very common dish is tenga, that is a sour dish. Traditionally, both khar and tenga are not eaten together in the same meal, though it has become common lately. The food is usually served in a bell metal utensil made by an indigenous community called Maria. Tamul and Pan generally conclude the meal. Assam is the meeting ground of diverse cultures. The people of enchanting state of Assam are an intermixture of various racial stocks such as Mongoloid, Indo-Burmese, Indo-Iranian, and Aryan. The Assamese culture is a rich and exotic tapestry of all these races evolved through a long assimilative process. The natives of the state Assam are known as Ohomia, which is also the state language of Assam. The state has a large number of tribes, each unique in its tradition, culture, dress, and exotic way of life. Diverse tribes like Boro, Kasari, Karbi, Miri, Nisimi, Rabha, etc. coexist in Assam. Most tribes have their own languages, though Assamese is the principal language of the state. The majority of the Assamese are Vaishnavas, a sect of Hinduism. The Vaishnavas do not believe in idol worshipping and perform Nam Kirtana, where the glory of Lord Vishnu is recited. The two important cultural and religious institutions that influence the cultural fabric of Assam is the Satras, the site of religious and cultural practice which have been in existence for over 400 years. The Namghar, the house of prayers. Villagers generally associate on the basis of membership of the local center of devotional worship called Namghar. Other religions such as Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, etc. are also practiced in Assam. The state festival of Assam is the Bihu, which is celebrated in three parts during a year with a great pomp and grandeur by all Assamese, irrespective of caste, creed, and religion. Bihu is the most popular folk dance of Assam. Bihu dances are performed by young boys and girls during the Bihu festivities, which represent youthful passion, reproductive urge, and joy. There are various elements which are being used to represent beliefs, feelings, pride, identity, etc., and are considered as important symbolic elements in Assamese culture. The quintessential symbols are the Ohomia Gamusa, Chapi, Tamulpan, and Horai. Traditional attire worn by women called the Mekhela Sador and Assamese jewelry also form an integral part of the Assamese culture. Assamese ornaments are one of the most important parts of Assamese culture. It is generally made of gold termed as kesahun or raw gold. The ornaments are very beautiful to look at and are a very prestigious part of Assamese culture. The jewelry is typically handmade and the designs mostly depict flora and fauna treasures found in the region. Traditional designs of Assamese jewelry are simple but decorated with vibrant red gemstones, ruby or mina. Black, red and green colors on gold jewelry look very gorgeous, and these colors also dominate the traditional dresses of tribes and communities of the northeastern states. Moving towards the musical culture of Assam. The connoisseurs, however, have divided the classical Assamese music into two parts, that is, Borgit and Ojapali. The composers of Borgits is Shankar Deva and his disciple Madhav Dev added versatility to Assamese music. Apart from this, coming to the modern Assam, There are various places to be visited, which is a eye-catching tourist spot for every tourist, that is Kamakya Temple, Majuli, Assam State Zoo and Botanical Garden, Popitara Wildlife Sanctuary, Orang National Park, Umananda Island, Dipor Bill, Podom Pukhuri, Haflong Lake, Haflong Hill, Panimor Falls, Dima Hasao, Dibru Soikhwa National Park, Sibsagar, Silchar, Dibrugarh, and some other places that one must visit while traveling to India Northeast.